Hey guys, how's it going? Joshxjitsu here. I'm here with my brother, and today we are actually in the middle of a 5-day fast, which is pretty insane. But yeah, we're just cleansing our body before the end of the year. Start off fresh, nice and clean. Today we're gonna be talking about our first day in jiu-jitsu. How did it all begin?
I finished writing an exam, and then my brother was like, "Hey, I'm coming to pick you up. We're gonna go somewhere." I was like, "Oh, cool. We're probably gonna go get some food or something. I'm gonna eat. I'm kind of hungry." And then I kind of fall asleep in the back seat. Wake up, Josh is like, "All right, we're here." And I look outside. I'm like, "Oh, gracie, barra. That's cool."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "All right, we're going in." I'm like, "Oh, all right. I guess we're actually doing this. Okay, let's do it."
Well, basically, the receptionist there basically gave us the ins and outs of the journey and of the process of how the journey was, and like, you know, the benefits of jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. And yeah, we kind of were hesitant on either joining or whatnot, because it is quite a bit of an investment of your time.
Right.
And it can be a little costly depending on where you are in your life, you know, financially. And
Oh, all I know is that I jumped in. They're like, "Yeah, let's do this."
well, I was on the edge because, you know, they're like, "Oh, how soon do you want to start your trial?" And I was thinking, "Oh, maybe another day. We could probably wait it out." And the guy was just like, "No, there's a class at 4 a.m. or 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Join that one. Hop in." And I'm like, "Oh, you know," and I guess you kind of talked us into it. I'm like, "Okay, you know what? It is a trial. There's nothing much to lose, right?" So we tried it out.
Yeah,
and
how it was like 12 something at the time, and it was like in a couple hours, so we're like, "All right, we'll just go get some lunch first, and then we'll come on back."
What were your thoughts when you stepped in and then they started suiting us up?
I was like nervous, but also super excited, because like I've always wanted to do some kind of martial art, but I'm not the kind of person that just like, what is this? Okay, yeah, because like I tried going to a poke restaurant once, and I stood there like, how do I order this? So that's kind of like how I am with this.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of need somebody to tell me, "Okay, do this, do that, do that," and I'm like, "All right, cool, let's do it then."
Well, for me, I think the first nervous part was actually walking in and then going down the dungeon of Vancouver. And
It was fun though.
it was fun, but they started suiting me up, and then, you know, first thing I thought at the time, I was like, "Man, I don't want to look dumb." And they gave me the belt, or they gave us a box of the gi, so we put on, like, you know, the gis. But then the one problem that I had most was tying my belt, and that was up until like 4th stripe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't want to look dumb. I didn't know how to do it, so I walked out with the belt, and a purple belt was there. He was nice enough. His name was Caleb, super nice guy. And then we asked, like, "Hey man, how do I put this on?" I know it's a stupid question, but what was very comforting was he was very chill with it. You know, the atmosphere there was pretty chill for them to be like, "Hey, you know what? I've been there before." For us to put on the belt, and he put it on for me, and I was like, "Oh man, this is sweet." Obviously, that was like the last time somebody put a belt on me like that.
Yeah.
But because I didn't really want to ask anyone else, so yeah, I kept it at that. And then right after class, I ended up Googling how to tie a belt. And I still don't know to this day. So I kind of just freelance and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember I put my belt on in front of some other people one time, and they're like, "What the heck, that's how you tie your belt?" I'm like, What are you talking about?"
Yeah, no, seriously, we had no idea. And well, I think when was it? A little later on in our little journey, we realized that the black side had to be on the left.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, left. So yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I still don't even pay attention to that.
Yeah. How was the class itself?
Honestly, the guy that I got paired up with was a bit of a dick.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
Like he was a little. It was one of those moments where, you know, you're one of the more advanced students that just wants to go there and like learn something and do stuff.
Right.
And like, he saw me, and then he had to be paired up with me, and he's just like, man. And then you could just tell, like, in his cadence and how he was doing things. And then like in the middle of things, he kind of just turned around and started doing stuff with some other people. And I was like, what is this?
Oh man.
And like, I don't know. I still enjoyed it just because of like what it was, because I wanted to do martial art. And also like I thought learning the moves was really cool, because it's something that we kept up with watching UFC and all that. And just being able to give that a try in the first place was more than enough for me to be like, yeah, this is really cool. Hopefully not everybody's like this guy, but
there's gonna be people who are like,
yeah,
like
exactly.
that. Yeah, and then that's something you can't really stop.
Yeah, and that's why, like, later on, you know, like, because we're higher belts now, whenever I get paired up with somebody new, I always want to make sure they have, like, a really fun experience or they really enjoy what they're doing.
Yep.
Because, like, I can imagine anybody else just getting paired up with somebody that doesn't want to help and just not wanting to stick with it anymore. So, if you're a higher belt level, just...
Don't be a dick, do your due diligence, man, and you've been there before. Right?
Yeah, exactly. If, like, when you just started on your first day, did you pair up with somebody that was like really bad, or like were they actually guiding you through everything? Because this guy did not guide me through anything. I was like asking him, am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? And he was just like not saying anything to me, not even looking at me. So I'm like, it was mainly because I was super excited about it. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah. For me personally, it was pretty cool. They paired me up with a woman, and I was just like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And I think one of our first moves was basically taking the back from turtle position, and I still have that recording. I have that recorded.
It was what's it called? The one choke where you have their back and then
Bow and arrow.
yeah, bow and arrow. We learned bow and arrow on our first day.
Yeah, we learned bow and arrow our first day, and then yeah, just basically taking the back from turtle, and then she was explaining it to me. So my experience was a little different, but you know. She was very nice about it. She was very chill with what you know, I was capable of doing, and she was very honest about my techniques and stuff, which is good, you know, because I mean that's good, healthy criticism.
Yeah.
For someone to tell you like, hey, you could do this a little better, do that, or you missed this little detail, small part of it. But yeah, I mean that was a fun experience for me. And then afterwards, the same guy that was at the receptionist, he walked up to us and he said, hey, so how did it go? And then you know. Me and Jordan kind of looked at each other. We're like, yeah, we're in. We're in. If you were to convince someone or like let someone know why, or if they ask why jiu-jitsu, what would you tell them?
I did a presentation on this one time. But yeah, so like, why jiu-jitsu? But yeah, it's one of the most gentle martial arts. Of course, depending on who you're with, but you're not getting punched in the face, you're not getting kicked, you're not having impact on your joints. If you go to sleep, and then you wake up and you're like, oh damn, how'd you do that? And then, you know, it's literally something that anybody can do.
Yeah.
And it works pretty effectively against everybody as well. Yeah, and I feel like there's way more thinking involved.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if anything, like that's the only time I ever think.
And it's like safe thinking too, because you're not just like, oh damn, he's gonna punch me in the face. Oh damn, there goes my thought process.
Yeah, everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face.
Exactly.
Well, for us, it's like, oh, everyone's got a plan until you're in mount or side control.
Or it's like, hey, punch me on the face, but I'm still gonna get you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna try and get you.
Yeah.
So
if I believe hard enough, I can achieve.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. There. Words of wisdom right there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
if
video.
you're looking for something to do, especially like a martial art or something like that, I feel like jiu-jitsu is probably the way to go. Like me, for instance, I didn't really do many things. I didn't join many sports. I just watched a lot of like martial arts, and I feel like one of the best ways to jump into it is through jiu-jitsu. And a lot of people don't really see that. They think, oh, maybe boxing or kickboxing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to jump into Muay Thai or something like that. And like, you know, all that other stuff is pretty intimidating. But if you start off with a base in jiu-jitsu, I mean, it'll like open all the avenues everywhere else too. Because it's like, all right, well, I'm used to doing this. Maybe I feel a little better to jump onto something else.
That's gonna do it, man. That's the video. That was our first day at Gracie Baja, Vancouver, and special shout out to Professor Rodrigo and the professors there. Their school got burnt down, unfortunately, but they are very resilient, and Gracie Baja as a family all helped out and pitched in, and they are in transition of finding another gym, so best of luck to them. And I think they found a temporary one for now, right, which is good. So yeah, it's good that the community stays and sticks together, so good on us, good on all of us to help out and support. So yeah, if you guys are interested in joining jiu-jitsu, like I said in prior videos, you know, find a gym that has classes, and yeah, just go at it. We're out.
I'm pointing it right now.
Oh shit.